Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. This time we'll be updating the Sacred Seal tier list. At last. I guess I'll finally be up to date in terms of videos. Definitely took a while, huh? Well, this is probably going to be pretty short. There's not much to say about this since there's only one batch of seals here, but here we go. Starting off with Defiant Def. It's trash. I don't know if I have a whole lot to say about this, because at the end of the day, everyone should be able to tell. It's giving you basically +7 to a stat. Great. If you're under 50% HP, why? This taking your seal slot when stuff like own attack 4, own speed 4 are a thing is just retarded. There's just no point in this. The only reason Defiant Attack used to be used was because there was just not that many options in terms of buff or blade tomes, and that was in 2017, like a month after we got like Inheritance. And nobody used it. Even then, it was used by like 2 people. So what about Defiant Def? Well, if there was a tier below, I would actually put it even lower than C. The fact is, this is a rather, well, pointless seal. In fact, there's literally no reason to make this seal. At all. The only reason they have this kind of seal is because they've ran out of double stat seals, and now are deciding to do Defiant Def, or Defiant skills in general, to occupy the first seal you get from Tempest Trial. After Defiant, it's probably going to be another very trash skills that nobody actually cares about. Great. Instead of actually getting seals that helps, hell, attack speed 2 is actually a lot better than this. We're getting Defiant skills in 2020. Jesus Christ. It's just a waste of space. That's basically all I have to say about this one. Moving on to Chill Res. Because no, Chill Res is not the best of the bunch. Chill Res is an okay seal. Basically, it's just a -7 res to whatever tank you're dealing with. It can definitely be helpful in AR. The problem with it, though, is the fact that typically, and that's mostly for Chill Res itself, Chill Def and Chill Res kind of are plagued by the same problem. There are characters that already runs this as refine or the base effect of their weapon, which is typically what weapon the people are running. For example, for Chill Def, there's Climb, which is a brave bow that inflicts Chill Def as well, which is just really good in general. It's a fantastic skill, or rather, it's a fantastic weapon. The Chill skill is not even that amazing on him, just because you might not have to be, dealing with the unit that has Chill Def on him, and instead have to deal with something else, and that something else is something you can't do anything against, because it's not debuffed. That's the problem with chills in general. They may just impact a character that just is not near enough for you to actually take advantage of. Especially when you're dealing with arena or AR defense, because at the end of the day, the only time this is going to be really annoying is when a player is facing your team, because at that point, the chill is most likely going to impact you when it matters, because those people are typically going to be using a tank. Another example would be chill speed, because most people don't run 2 speedster, they only run 1, so chill speed tends to be very good, both in the end of the player and the end of the AI. But chill res falls into the problem that Lilina's weapon, 4 Blaze, already has it. Most people already run Lilina purely because of this and the fact that she hits hard, and the fact that it actually opens up a B slot / seal slot, which is good to combo into Sonya and Ophelia, which Ophelia also takes advantage by the fact that there's another mage on the team. Shocking, right? So Chill Res loses a lot of luster. It's still a good seal, just not amazing, which is why it's an A+. It's worth upgrading, but it's more so at your discretion. It's definitely not something that you really go out of your way for, unless you have a reason or team or just do not want to use Lilina. Anyway, moving on to Mirror Stance. So Mirror Stance is a, well, much needed seal. I also can't wait for Mirror Strike, which is basically the blow version of this. Mirror Stance basically just gives you 4 attack and res when you're attacked. Pretty self-explanatory. It's a fantastic seal because unlike anything that provides you speed, which can be very iffy, as in like darting stance and steady posture, which are still good seal, mind you, but they're typically there to replace something like quick riposte. You don't go out of your way to run this most of the time because it's not exactly helpful. And most of the time, if you have enough speed, that's actually one of the bigger problems. If you have enough speed to begin with, you typically run Brazens instead. So it tends to be very iffy. Mirror Stance does not exactly have that problem. Tanks that don't have enough speed to function as speed tanks, you know, they don't really want the speed anyway, so this is actually a much better alternative. Not to mention, a lot of unit tends to have more dev than res, and this is a good example of when to use it. I believe Norn would be a good example, going attack plus, running this with close counter, because you'll typically stay at full HP. This is a great seal for this. The main reason you want to use Stance now, by the way, is mostly because of AR. In AR, you don't really want to have anyone next to you because of Reversa, which is seeing less and less play, I've noticed, but is still worth mentioning because if you're dealing with Reversa, that's a problem. Not to mention, Sudden Panic is also a thing now, so again, worth mentioning. Mirror Stance is a fantastic option in general for AR because you don't have to have someone next to you. It's enemy phase exclusive, so most tank can actually use it. It's definitely much better in the hand of the player than in the end of the AI, I'll tell you that. Just like Bond skill, really. But it's still a fantastic seal to have. I definitely say it's a seal worth upgrading for the main reason that it doesn't cost that much. 100 sacred coin for a seal that you'll be using a lot is definitely worth it. So yeah, most people should be getting this to just the final tier. There's just no reason to go for it, to not go for it rather. And with that said, I believe that's all I have to say about this. As I said, it's a very short video. There's not much to add here, except for the fact that there might be an extra video today or tomorrow. I am kind of uncertain. It's probably going to, well, it's probably, I know what it's going to be. It's going to be my video about my Nagi team comp. I wanted to wait longer because I wanted to plus 10 legendary to Cena, but then they kind of decided to make the trashiest, most god-awful blue pool of all time, so I decided against it, surprising nobody. Seriously, I don't care about AR depth skill or wary fighter or pivot. Or a garbage lens that used to be a pref but is now a weapon because of how bad the effect is. No surprise here. But yeah, with that said, expect that video either today or tomorrow. I had machining today, so I don't know if I'm going to be up for just recording this. But Hey, at the very least, if there's anything to say, is that it feels good to be actually just not constantly behind on videos, even though Leaf is coming, what, tomorrow? It is what it is. Either way, I'll be seeing you all next time or on Discord. Have a nice one, everyone.